Moving, scaling an object using the Marquee tool. You're going to often hear me say use the Marquee tool. When I say that, we're using this tool right here. There's a various degrees of marquees. There's squares, rounds, rectangles, but just know that a marquee is a marquee. I'm going to grab the Marquee tool and click and drag it. Another thing I refer to this as ants, just for new students. So the ants are going marching on around whatever you have selected. Now, with this selected, I can now move it. So go to the Move tool and make sure Show Transformation Controls. This is like the number one question students always have. Why can't I move anything? Or why can't I see these? It's because you need to press this check mark. I can now move it around. But just know that if I get in contact with another surface or another area, that since I selected the white 2, I have this. Also, if I went to scale it, if I click and hold in the area up in the corner, I can rotate it. You can see my icon change shapes. So I know that this is going to be scale. I have a double arrow. This one is going to be rotate. If I hold shift, it allows me to scale uniformly from whatever corner. If I use Alt and Shift, I can scale to the center and out. This thing allows me to pivot on a different fulcrum. So here, if I drag it over to the corner and now rotate it, it rotates around that pivot point. It also allows me to scale correlating to that new pivot point. To put it back, I could just snap it into the center. Now notice I can't go anywhere right now. Like I can't highlight any other channels. I can't highlight any layers. I can't make new layers. I can't even go over here without this popping up. That's the number 2 question, is why don't anything function? And it's because you probably have a transformation waiting. So if you go back to the Move tool and hit Apply, it applies that transformation. All right, so that's the Marquee tool, using it. Incidentally, you can go select, deselect after you're done. And let's say I want to select everything but this one, I can go select inverse. I don't cover hotkeys very often, but hotkeys are located here. This is the command button. So very quickly, I could deselect using Command D. If I want to select inverse, I can use Command I think. Oh, Shift Command I. All right, so that is the Marquee tool and how to use it. Enjoy.